my thing got deleted or something like that. I'm not sure what happened, but dude, I made like a whole video talking about this, but it didn't show up. So March 3rd, 2005, 50 Cent dropped his second major studio album, The Massacre. Originally titled St. Valentine's Day Massacre, it was supposed to drop around mid-February 2005, but then was pushed back. Eventually landed on a March 3rd, 2005 date, which is a Thursday. Yeah, because albums before 2015 dropped, or around 2015 dropped on a Tuesday. Now they drop, albums now drop on Fridays, but beforehand it was usually Tuesdays when they dropped. So, yeah. But album sold a lot of sold over a million copies first week, 1.4. If it was sold on Tuesday, it probably would have sold like 1.5 more than likely. But um, yeah, album came out. It was a big album when it came out, and yeah, 50 Cent in 2005 was on a big hustle. Movie released in November of that year. Bulletproof, a video game, was released also that year. Obviously, The Massacre, Vitamin Water, fashion, brands, touring, and building up the G Unit roster with the game, and Tony Yayo, and Young Buck, and Lloyd Banks, and Olivia, and stuff like that. All amazing. But just imagine on The Massacre. In my opinion, The Massacre is a borderline classic, but 50 Cent would have had two certified classics, too, if he would have kept Hate It or Love It and How We Do. He gave them to the game, which the game, obviously, even without those, those two songs alone pushed the game's, like, level up, like, his documentary level up, like, up there, right? But if 50 Cent would have kept those tracks to himself, I feel like the documentary would not have been as strong as it was, right? But The Massacre, though, even like he gave those tracks away, right? And even if he kept, even if like, okay, so like songs like on Get Rich or Die Trying, the movie, Window Shopper, Best Friend, right? Have a Party, right, which is the Mobb Deep and Nate Dogg remix, or well, not remix, but okay. Speaking of Mobb Deep, actually, we'll go back to this in a little bit, but Mobb Deep, I prefer the original. I love Mobb Deep. I love Mobb Deep, right? Hell on Earth, Murder Music, right? Juvenile Hell. I saved this best for last. Best for, fuck, the best for last. The Infamous, right? What else? Blood Money, right? Man, dude, their their Out of Control remix, I prefer the original, right? The one that sounds like high. You know, like okay, so the game has a song called Higher on the documentary, right? It could have been originally meant for it could have been originally meant for 50 Cent, right? But then it was just put for the game. Dude, Out of Control, I prefer the original. I love Mobb Deep, but I prefer the original, right? Because it's just straight dopeness. It's just like hard hitting and stuff like that, man. But yeah, all that though, complete bangers, man. But anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about. So Have a Party, right? Which is the 50 Cent, Mobb Deep, and Nate Dogg song. Best Friend, right? Window Shopper. Even though this isn't a 50 Cent track, the Tony Yayo one, uh, it samples Roy Ayers. My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine. It samples it samples that one, right? Uh, what song was that? It was Tony Yayo. Fake Love. That's what it was called, right? Fake Love. That if I wish Tony Ayo had that for his 2005 album, but um, yeah, but like the 50 Cent tracks, like the pure 50 Cent tracks, like my favorite, some of my favorite, like literally my three favorite tracks on the Get Rich or Die Trying soundtrack: Best Friend, Window Shopper, and it's a toss up between Whip Your Head Boy, right? And I was just I was literally rapping it earlier. Hustler's Ambition, yeah, that's the one. If imagine he had those tracks, Hustler's Ambition, Whip Your Head Boy, Best Friend, Window Shopper. Shoot, dude, even if he had I Don't Know Officer, right, which is the posse track with Mace and Spider Loc, who in my opinion sounds like Ice Cube, right? And with those guys and stuff like that. Imagine he had those tracks for the Massacre. The Massacre would have just been a classic there and then. Window Shopper on the Massacre, Best Friend on the Massacre, dude. What else? Because like I know in the 2006 French re-release, it did have Best Friend and Window Shopper on the Massacre, right? But dude, if those tracks were actually in the original release, right, along with Hate It or Love It or How We Do, would have been it could have been on par with Get Rich or Die Trying at most, bro. See, listen, Get Rich or Die Trying, awesome album. 50 Cent's best album. One of the best hip-hop albums of all time. Okay? One of the best albums of the 2000s, period. Okay? But dude, The Massacre could have been up there with Get Rich or Die Trying. It could have. Right? But anyways, The Massacre, though, even without those tracks, Massacre, in my opinion, I really love. Outta Control, This Is 50, In My Hood, A Baltimore Love Thing, Ski Mask Way, Rider Music, Position of Power, right? With that JR Rodham piano killing it in the background, right? It's crazy, dude. Right? I'm sorry, is JR. If you guys don't know who he is, if you guys ever heard the song "Beautiful Girls" by Sean Kingston, he's the one that's like JR, Sean Kingston, right? He's the one that produced that song. He produced a lot of songs and he produced a lot of hits, but yeah, that one, JR Rodham. I think it's JR Rodham. But yeah, those are bangers, bro. Oh god, what track is it? But obviously, like, I love Candy Shop and Disco Inferno just a little bit, but I would rather listen. But those tracks are dope. But man, give me Baltimore Love Thing. Give me a Baltimore Love Thing all day, man. Give me Ski Mask Way. Give me with that Disco D breakdown, dude, in the middle and in the ending, bro. That Disco D breakdown in Ski Mask Way is insane, bro. Out of Control. Dr. Dre kills that. Mike Alonzo. I'm really sorry. Mike Elizondo kills it. Shout out to Mike Elizondo. Shout out to J.R. Rodham. Isn't it J.R. Rodham or J.R.? I don't know. Shout out to J.R. Shout out Mike Elizondo, J.R. Rodham, Dr. Dre, Disco D, rest in peace. All that bangers, man. And I don't know, man. It's just like it's 20 years, man. That album was huge when it came out. Banger, club bangers. I remember watching, like, dude. 50 Cent had literally music videos for every single video. Speaking of music videos, Piggy Bank banger, GATman and Robbin. How the fuck can I forget GATman and Robbin? Dude, Eminem flows so perfectly on that beat. He literally flows on that beat so well. Right? Even that Jamie Foxx song is pretty decent, right? all those songs, even the Hated to Love It remix, which I'm not even sure was on the original The Massacre. I think it was just a re-release or something like that where they added on. Maybe if it was on there, but that's also pretty much of a banger. But dude, GATman and Robbin, my favorite tracks on there: GATman and Robbin, In My Hood, A Baltimore Love Thing, Disco Inferno, Outta Control, Ski Mask Way, I'm Supposed to Die Tonight. I'm supposed to die tonight. I'm supposed to die tonight. Bangers, man. You know. Candy Shop is pretty dope as well, but man, like, I don't know, man. This album is just, I really do love it. I really love this album so much, man. I know people would be like, oh, this album's shit, man. You need to open up your ears, man. Music is subjective. I just love this album, okay? But I will say, though, like, after this album, a lot of his releases became, because he realized he's a smart businessman. In business, you know, he was like, I can get my money somewhere else, right? Curtis, not bad. Right, I like Curtis 187. I like AO Technology. I Get Money, which I believe was an answer to Interscope Records or a record label he was signed to, right? And then that was just his. I think that was a response, right? Or it's just not that deep or something. Or am I just getting it mixed up with something else? But you know, those and stuff like that. Amusement Park and what track was it? Curtis album. Straight to the Bank, right? Which is with the cash register in the front. Come and Go. That's the one. Yeah, Come and Go. Um, but yeah, I will say some of it. Like, I honestly haven't really listened to his 2009. It's 2005, 2007 was Curtis. 2009 was before it self-destruct. I'm trying to think. I know Psycho. I heard Psycho was pretty big on Spotify for a little bit, right? By the way, Massacre, dope album, bro. Really dope. Massacre, awesome ass album, man. Dope shit, bro. Really good shit. But yeah, um, got no much to say really, but like when you listen to this album though, it really brings out that like Club 50, that Grammy 50, that introspective 50, 50 Cent on the grind. But yeah. By the way, speaking of music videos, the Piggy Bank music video, I did a thread on Reddit about something, and then the music guy, the guy who did the music video, he also, I think his name is Broadway or something like that, John Broadway or something. Shout out to him. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong, but he did the Big Pun music video. He did one of Big Pun's music videos, the animated computer graphics one. It's pretty dope. But yeah, The Massacre, March 3rd, 2005. Awesome album. Let's get it though. The Massacre. 2005. 2050. Let's do it.